Alright, and we are back for the start of round 2. I am on the play, and we will keep this hand. Turn 2 Pilgrimage, turn 3 Pilgrimage, turn 4 Archive, maybe turn 5 Looting, we'll see. Gonna fetch a Cinderglade as usual. Wanna play a Forest here, pass it up. See what our opponent has for their turn 2. So I didn't crack their fetch on my turn, so that makes me think they were looking for lands here. Forest. Alright. So maybe Bant or Abzan. Could be either, honestly. Waiting for our opponent to allow us to do things. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really mind people playing slowly since I know I play really slowly when I'm streaming. I don't think I play that slowly when I'm recording, but could be wrong. Anyway, Pilgrimage for 2 Forest here. One into play, one into our hand. We'll pass it up. Let's just go ahead and skip to our turn here. Just bump up their guy, that's reasonable. Explosive Vegetation or Arc. I think I like Explosive Vegetation, especially because I have that Chandra right here. Definitely. We had Pilgrimage in hand, we could pass Archive and cast Pilgrimage. We could also cast Archive, hold up. Oh, well, we could do that. That might be better. We Archive, hold up, return. Next turn I can actually slam this World Breaker and then blow up our opponent's board. This seems pretty appealing to me, not gonna lie. So for instance, if they're Abzan and like say they play Anafinzi here. Let me get both of those. Seems like a good deal. And we also get a land, obviously. That's also something we get. Probably gonna just start off attacking me for 3. Oh man, this is gonna be good. They also missed their land drop. Guess I'll do this now. Really no reason to wait, honestly. think in this case I'll blow up their forest. Seems like a matchup we want to board in our roast in. I could also just play the Ugin, but yeah. Don't have an oath in play, but we can just slam Ugin because we had 8 mana this turn. So. All right, sideboard time. So I probably want the roast. Maybe even the Thought Nut Seers. Really not sure what we are up against, honestly. Bring in the Thought Nut Seers. To make a cut here. And archive. And the worst. It leaves us with 1, 9, 10 sources of colorless mana. Seems like a lot. Like this. Still not really sure what our opponent's third color is, if they're running a third color. I suspect they are. Not sure if it's Bat or Abzan or Abzan. Could be either. Could be neither. I guess it could be green-white. Just straight green-white. But there's not many decks in the format where it pays you to be 2 colors, besides like this deck. This is one of the few decks that it pays you to be 2 colors. Because then you can play things like Nessus Pilgrimage, fetch basics, and Explosive Vegetation fetches basics, so it pays you to be, well, Pilgrimage specifically fetches basic forest. I think our opponent mull. I think I'm gonna keep. This is a lot of wooded foothills, but hopefully I can find some stuff. I mean, we have a return. I'm not sure how good that's actually gonna be. It's possible that this hand was a mulligan. It's definitely possible. I mean, it has lands and spells. No ramp, no big spell. Pilgrimage was a very good draw, honestly. I mean, our Advocate just can turn into a threat if need be. Alright, so that lets me believe that they're banned, actually. Flooded Strand. I mean, Abzan could also play Flooded Strands. They could also still be just straight green white. Like, still a possibility, I guess. They could have Dramoka's command here, and that would be pretty annoying. Kill our own Advocate. And get in for 3, pump theirs. They do, there's honestly not much I can do about it, so there is that. I'll go ahead and play a Shrine here. Honestly, no reason not to block. If they had command, they would have just used command first before attacking. So it's very clear to me that they do not have command in hand. Oh, well, there are Abzan. Oh. Funnily enough, this thing doesn't pump this because Anaphysis says target another target tapped creature. An advocate never taps. It's just a hallmark of the card, just like I'm never tapping. Just never tapping. Do forest, put a forest into play, pass it up. They do have command though. They get in for a ton of damage here. If they have Siege Rhino, that's also pretty threatening. I mean, there's a lot of things that really threaten us. Okay, so our command's gone. I mean, Kozilek's return is gone, I should say. Got command on the brain. And protector. So yeah, final level 15 here. Tarker is a good one if we can actually get up to cast it. Still quite a ways from that, unfortunately. And by that I mean a turn, 2 turns. I guess a really awkward thing is if they don't have Remote's command, they could have Abzan Charm and just remove this. They're actually threatening a lot of damage. Perhaps I should have attacked because this is actually going to get pumped, which means I can't block it. I'm not sure what my outs are at this point. Since we drew more lands than I clearly would have ever wanted. Could be a Siege Rhino, and that's probably just going to close the door. Granted, I did keep a mana heavy hand. Yeah, that's probably just game here. I just could have drawn Chandra. Chandra would have been good. Right. Pretty dead here. Just went for the Mize out of our opponent forgetting to attack. It's happened before. I've done it maybe once or twice. It's just the pitfalls of playing on Magic Online. Yeah, like no matter how I block, I take lethal. So there's that. Could have survived one more turn. Tarka could have came in and killed, I guess, one thing. Like the pitfalls of Tarka, obviously. So we'll be on the play. Yeah, I mean, Kozilek's return seems a lot worse, obviously, yeah. But I'm glad I did side in the Rose, because the Rose seems. Could also bring in another Uomo. This is probably fine. Let's just run it back here. Wait for our opponent to finish sideboarding. A lot of people in this event. Lots of people. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a nice long tournament. In for the long haul. I'm gonna pause real quick and we'll be back when the match actually starts. Alright, and we're back from pause state. Go. Would like to play first. I think this is a keeper. You just need another land and we're off to the races. So our opponent has for their turn 1 play. They have an 1 drop, or if they're just playing a fetch land, looks like they're just playing a fetch. Okay, we'll play our advocate here. As long as they don't have duress on turn 2, should be fine. I mean, I guess even if they do, if we hit another land drop and cast Explosive Vegetation, could also have Transgress them on. I mean, this deck is very weak to hand disruption and deck disruption in the form of Infinite Obliteration, but that's why we're running Ugins and 3 Chandras to protect from that. Luckily, there's no card like Slaughter Games. Slaughter Games would be pretty good. So it's not. I mean, I guess the uncounterable part doesn't matter, but more so that you can name any permanent instead of just like naming any non-land permanent instead of just naming creatures only. Yep, what I figured. Transgress or Duress. I think they just have to take the Pilgrimage. I mean, they could take the actual creature, but if I don't cast wrap spells, and that just cuts me off the creature anyway. But maybe my opponent thinks differently than me. Maybe they have something else in hand where taking the breaker makes sense. But I feel it's just Pilgrimage. Like, I'm just going to cast that next turn. It also finds my land drop for the turn afterwards. So, yeah. Did what I kind of expected. Threw an Ulamog. Not good. Not good at all. Alright, so they're going to take our Explosive Vegetation here and just set us back to the Stone Age. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the ways the deck loses. Just loses to things like this. Honestly, not much I can do about it except just take it. This is one of the risks of playing this deck. I could attack, but it's not like I'm gonna cast Kozilek's Return in the first place, so. Yeah, and so they had the discard backed up by actual pressure. Again, is a lot of pressure. I guess I'll take a mountain just in case I draw something. Caster Return. So return is good if I draw exactly a rose. I guess I cast it now, just to get it in the graveyard also. And I mean, it's also good if we draw like explosive vegetation or something like that. Now, an unfortunate fact is, when I cast World Breaker, if I want to cast this from the graveyard, these things have to die. But I mean, those are the breaks. that's what we're in for. I mean, the same would happen if these were Mana Dorks. If you cast Kozilek's Return, well, first of all, when you cast Kozilek's Return, if Mana Dorks are in play, they die. But definitely when you return it, they die. But you don't care as much. You definitely care a lot if you cast it beforehand. Black. Could be a Murderous Cut to kill one of my advocates. This game's not looking good at all. And Protector Morph, they can go ahead and plus Gideon here. I mean, I guess alternatively they can just minus kill the Gideon, but I don't think that's as good as plussing. Especially since you can minus next turn. We're just so far behind. I don't think we really have a shot here. Especially missing another line drop. Yeah, just double discard spell. That gets you every time. Oh well, I mean, there's not much we can do, but just think about the future, I guess. Think about winning the next X amount of rounds. I think this is probably going to be a 10 rounder, so 8 more rounds after this. Not going to let it get me down, just got to jump back in, get back in there for the next one. Yep, there's a Den Protector to get back Murderous Cut. Actually, at this point, I can actually just concede. There's no point in continuing this game. Alright, I'll see you guys for round 3. Thanks for watching.